Yeah, I like this one. Yeah. What the feezy? 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 What the feezy?
What up, though, y'all? It's your boy Bill. Before we jump into this story, I'm gonna let y'all know because a lot of people be hitting me up like, "Hey, dude, you was talking about in that video, dude, his last name this, or I think I know him, or this and that." Listen, all of my names I change. So if a dude named in jail, if his nickname is CeeLo, I'm gonna say his name was D-Mac. That's just an example I'm giving. I don't use people's real names. So when y'all be hitting me up like, "Damn, dude, bruh, you don't know who I'm talking about, bruh. I don't give enough to it for somebody to really be able to be like, I know exactly who he's talking about. It's certain things I always change up just for other people's privacy and stuff. Now, a lot of people be so surprised when they hear about certain things going on in the prison, but what y'all got to understand is these are the same people that was on the streets. So the same way people do scams and stuff on the streets, now I'm telling you, the prison is damn near another version of the streets. The prison is a world within a world, but it's like another version of the streets. So I was at Archery State Prison one time. Archery State Prison was named the Mecca of scams. Like, you really had people sitting on the phone all day, smart as hell, running scams on people. This ain't no secret. This ain't like I'm telling on nothing that the police don't already know. The police had a 51-man indictment one time, all inmates. I think they turned it over to the feds, but it was like a 51-man indictment for all these people getting caught scamming people over the phone. They came and did a shakedown one time, and it was, they found so many stacks and stacks of notebooks in inmates' room with credit cards wrote down, debit cards wrote down, phone numbers, names, social security numbers, all kind of stuff wrote down, and people was utilizing this to run scams and stuff. I'm talking about it was bad, bro. I don't know if it was the governor or the governor's daughter or mama or something like that, but man, one of these folks scammed some of the governor folks out of racks, out of a whole lot of money, scammed some of the governor people. And even recently, it just was all over the news. A dude scammed, it said a movie mogul or something. He scammed like $11 million. Dude got like 11 M's, but he ended up getting caught. So this scamming thing was at an all-time high once upon a time. I think it done slowed down now, but once upon a time, it was at an all-time high. I know one time I was even on the phone with my mama, and my mama said, "Yeah, somebody tried to damn scam me." I said, "What you mean?" She said, "Somebody called me and said, 'Hey, ma'am, you missed jury duty, and this is such and such from the clerk of court office, and you can go get 2 green dots for $250 a piece. We'll drop the bench warrant on you,' or something like that." So I'm like, "What?" So I'm like, "You sure you ain't had no damn?" She said, "Boy, I ain't had no damn jury duty." So I said, "What you say?" My mom was like, I told them, "Hey, listen, I know y'all in prison. It's all over the news. I know what y'all been doing, scamming people. But look, I ain't no snitch. I ain't gonna tell on you. If you need me to go grab you some green dots or run to the store for you and do this and that for you, hell, I'll do it. Just pay me $400-500 every time I run and do something for you." And they hung up on her. I said, yeah, that was most definitely somebody in the prison trying to finagle you. So I was at Archery State Prison. The dorm I was in, it wasn't that many phones in the dorm. I didn't have one at this time. I think it was about 3 phones in the dorm, bro. Out of 96 people, only 3 people owned phones. Muslims had a phone, the Mexicans had a phone, I think the Bloods had a phone. Out of the whole dorm, there's only 3 phones. So it was really hard trying to get on the phone and really, you know what I'm saying, just use the phone. There's a dude in the dorm one time named Diablo. Now, I know I spoke of a few videos back, well, a lot of videos back, that I had a roommate named Diablo. I'm not talking about my roommate. This is a total different dude. So he was one of the Mexicans that I guess he had ownership of the phone, because I know I've bought time from him before, but I also buy time from another one. So I don't think it was only his phone, but he had some type of ownership. He had some say-so that had to do with the phone. You know, they run phone time, but the Mexicans, they was super, 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 super picky about who they run phone time for. Now, most of the time, out of all the groups in the prison, black, white, Mexican, the Mexicans usually stick together a little more than everybody else. Now, you got sometimes where, you know, they'll branch off and do their own thing, but they usually like ride or die. We don't give a damn. We all Hispanic. It don't matter if you Mexican or not. If you look like us and you speak Spanish, we riding with you. We got your back for the most part. So one day we come back in the dorm from chow. It's another dude that's known for doing scams. This is what he do. But he be helping people out like, if I got a phone, but I ain't really got no money, but I got a phone. And then you tell me like, hey, Bill, man, I know how to run scams. Let me use your phone every day, 4, 5, 6 hours a day. And every time I bust a jug, I give you 25% of it. So I might sacrifice giving you my phone 6, 7 hours a day, but you might get you a $10,000 scam. Now I got $2,500. So people would do that long as they know for a fact you know what you're doing. Because a lot of people say they know how to run scams, but they really just be trying something or they don't watch somebody else do it or whatever. So you always see this dude that runs scams and Diablo always together. I remember going up there one time, knocked on Diablo door. Now I had got to the point where, you know, you're supposed to knock and wait for somebody to say something. But once you've been dealing with somebody so often, and you know y'all saying cool, sometimes you just knock. And if they don't say, yo, hold on, because they might be standing at the door pissing. And the toilet is right there on the other side of the door. So I knocked on the door. I ain't hear nothing. I opened the door. As soon as I opened the door, the dude that's known for running scams, he's sitting down at the desk. He got his notepad in front of him, and he's holding the phone up like this. And when I was walking in, I heard him very vividly saying, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Could you confirm the last digits of your social security number again? And right when I was hearing that, Diablo was jumping up out the bed. He was like, so I hurry up and step back, close the door. Then he came out the door behind me. So that's how I knew dude was running scams on Diablo phone. He was like, no. You can't knock. You have to knock and wait. You got to wait. So I'm like, well, shit, ain't nobody say nothing. But I know, you know, I really was supposed to wait a little longer. So I was telling Diablo, like, man, I'm trying to use the phone. I got the money. He was telling me I got to hold up. I got to wait and stuff like that. So, you know, I push off. Hours later, I go back. It's the same situation. So I went back in the room, talking to my roommate. My roommate was a little Muslim dude. And I was like, damn, bro, I need to use the phone bad. He was like, you ain't holler at your boy? I'm like, you talking about the Mexican? He like, yeah. I was like, man, I don't know. He got some dude up there using his phone. So he like, you talking about the white boy? I said, yeah. He said, yeah, you know, he be running scams on Diablo phone. He be scamming. He was like, but he a crooked little bastard. I don't know. I don't trust him. It's just something about his vibe. Something about his vibe just ain't right for me. Something just about his vibe with me, it's just something ain't right. I see a snake when I'm around him. Now the dude he was talking about was a white dude, and he did seem a little fishy. I ain't gonna lie, he did seem a little fishy. But you know, I don't know. I ain't deal with him. I haven't even really had too many conversations with him, so I really don't know. You know what he really had going on and stuff like that. Roommate tell me one of his Muslim brothers that's in another dorm right next to us, because archery was wide open. I'm talking about you could just get up and walk out the dorm and go to another dorm if you wanted to when I was there. I don't know how it is now, but when I was there, it was wide open. I'm talking about if somebody wanted to whack you, it was no running, no hiding. The police did not give a damn. I literally have gotten up before 10 o'clock at night, walked up to the door, was like, hey, pop the door. The girl just popped the door, let me out, took her ass back to sleep. Serious. I go next door to where my roommate told me I'm trying to use one of his Muslim brother phones, but, you know, they was busy. They got a whole dorm over there. They be having to let you use the phone. So it was kind of hard for them to let me use the phone. And then the other dudes that's in the dorm that had a phone, you know, they really just kind of rock with their kind. And then even with their kind, they kind of picky because I just told you, my roommate was a Muslim. The Muslims in my dorm had a phone, and even my roommate had to go to another dorm to use the phone. They just used to act funny about their little phone, bro. And I mean, I'm not saying I blame them or nothing because it's their property. They can act how they want to act about their property. So I came back in the door and still ain't used the damn phone. So I went and got on the blue phone. That's the Ward phone, the Global Link phone. And I went, tried to use it, wasn't no money on the phone. So I'm like, damn, but I know if I call, it ain't no money on the phone. My folks will put money on the phone. But the problem is, I wasn't trying to call my folks. I was trying to call the damn female and holler at me. I think about 2-3 days went by of me trying to use the phone, me hollering at Diablo and stuff like that before he finally had availability. He let me use the phone one morning. It was like a Sunday morning, early in the morning. You know, I really enjoyed myself. I talked to who I needed to talk to, called my mama, called my daddy, my brothers, you know, everybody. I just tapped in with everybody. I say about a good week went by. I go up there again. We got commissary. It was Stow Day. I went and took some food up there, tried to holler at Diablo. I knock on the door. He like, yo. I'm like, C-Bill. He like, hold on. So I wait outside the door for a minute. I turn around, go to leaning on the rail. You know, I know how it go. You got stuff going on, so I ain't rushing. I'm just sitting out here chilling. Next thing I know, Diablo come out there. He looking all crazy. He looking down at me, looking up at me. Come on, what's up? I'm like, I got the food in my hand. You know what's up. I'm like, I'm trying to use the phone, bro. He's like, oh, no. I got knock off. Whenever knocked off means the police found my phone and took it. Whenever somebody do this, that means the same thing. It's a gesture saying the police got your phone. So if somebody be like, C-Bill, you could call my folks for me. And I be like, that means I got knocked off. That's like me doing, I got knocked across the head. So he like, I got knock off. And I'm like, you got knocked off? He like, yeah. I'm like, when the hell you get knocked off? When they acting like he don't damn speak English or something. He talking about, knock off. I'm like, when did you get knocked off, bro? Cause see, I don't remember the police coming in here or being involved in nothing and running in here and shaking nobody down or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Chow, other day, chow. He's saying the other day when we went to chow, but I don't know about that because when somebody get knocked off and lose their phone, bro, that's the talk of the town. Like, the prison is talking about, damn, but you know, Diablo got knocked off the other day. Soon y'all boys went out to chow. People be talking about it, bro. So it was kind of hard for me to believe, but I was just like, all right, damn, bro. I'm sorry to hear that, bro. I don't understand. It was really kind of frustrating with me because I felt like he went to acting like he don't understand damn English. Now, I have ran across some people in prison for real that done been in prison for 20, 25 years and still can't hold a full straight up English conversation with you. And I just don't understand how the hell you been over here for 20, 30 something years and can't even hold a full comprehending English. I ain't really trying to speak many other languages either. I know a little Haitian Creole, but my thing is this. If you take me to Haiti and put me over there for 25, 30 years, I bet damn well I can speak it fluently. After all that time, I ain't gonna have no choice but to damn learn. Now, I'm catching hell trying to use the phone. Like, I literally gotta leave. I am in, damn, what dorm was that? I don't know, but the dorm I'm in, I damn near had to go on another side of the compound, then down a long ass hill to use one of my folks' phones. And it was just a hassle. Getting out the dorm wasn't a problem, but the gate to their dorm, because they were secluded. You got K building and L building that is separated from the rest of the compound by a gate. And then you got to go down a super long walk to get down there. So I could get out the dorm, but that gate to where their dorms at, a lot of time it be locked. So a lot of times I left out trying to get there. Either I couldn't get down there or I literally sat just walking around 30 minutes, an hour waiting on an officer to come down there. And then I got to cap them down like I live down there. And then I got to hope I could finesse them to let me back out. So it just was a hassle, bro. One day I'm getting ready to go down there. I'm getting all my stuff. I got my net bag. I got my cup. I'm taking my cup with me because I know I might be stuck in this dorm for some hours just in case I want something to drink. I done took me a couple packs of noodles with me. You know, I got my sweater in case I damn get cold. You just preparing yourself. I'm coming out the room and I see the white boy that do the scamming. He coming running with a tablet, like a writing tablet, in his hand. He got a pen in his ear, and he's running towards Diablo room, smiling hard as hell. He snatched the door open, running there, pulled the door up behind him. He's probably in the room about 30 seconds, bro. Them folks buzz out the room. They excited. The white boy, he laughing all hard. Face done turned red just that quick. He jumping up and down. He laughing. Diablo go to saying something. Diablo just go to screaming, making all types of noises and stuff. I knew right then and there what was going on. Diablo was lying about his phone getting knocked off instead of just telling me no. But like I say, that's his property. I can't feel no type of way about how he decides to handle his business, or if he say, I'm not running no more phone time right now. I'm strictly, letting him do his thing. So the excitement was, because I've seen it many times before, whatever the white dude was working on, he clearly struck. It went through. So he ran to Diablo room to show him that, they just came up on some money, and they both bust out the room screaming loud, making all kind of noises and stuff like that. So I looked up there at them. Diablo looked at me. He turned his head real quick. Because he know I ain't no damn fool, bro. I've been locked up too long, bro. I know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I leave out. I ended up getting down the hill. So I'm in the room talking to one of my guys while I'm talking to him, but I'm texting some of my folks on his phone and stuff like that. Now, this guy, who room I'm in a whole nother dorm on the other side of the prison, he has the cream for sale. A lot of people keep asking me what is cream. Now, I done said it 100 damn times now. It's methamphetamines. Now, I know that I said all kind of people do the cream, and all jokes aside, I was so surprised when I seen how many black folks do the cream. I just never thought. I was used to seeing black folks smoke weed, even snort them a line or two. But when I went to jail and I started seeing how many black people was doing meth, it was unreal to me. The white dudes and the Mexicans in the prison, from what I've seen, that's their drug of choice. That's what they do. They do the cream. They like to get geeked up. They smoke it on cans. They melt it down, shoot it in their veins. They crush it up. They snort it. That's their thing. My brother right here, whose phone I'm using, he has all the cream for sale. He like, G, you don't be using the phone down there? I was like, man, I used to use Diablo phone, but he got knocked off. So he said, Diablo, you talking about the little short, fat Mexican? I said, yeah. He said, when the hell he got knocked off? I said, man, he told me this about a week ago. He said, he just looked at me and was like, so I'm like, what, he ain't got knocked off? He said, man, I just damn talked to Diablo not too long before you just came down to the dorm. I said, no. I said, it's the same number, though, because he could have got knocked off and just bought another phone, and now he got a different number. He said, man, it's the exact same number. That damn man number ain't nothing. If that man would have got knocked off, I'd have heard about it, bro, because he'd have been calling, asking who got the phones for sale. I know that damn man phone ain't getting knocked off. I said, yeah, I think they down there scamming on his phone. He just told everybody that. So he like, yeah, man just called me trying to buy some cream today, not too long ago, right before you just came down here. Like, man, that crazy, man. Matter of fact, G, cause they don't want to let bro use the phone, try you like that, I'm up the prices on his ass. I'm like, bro, you ain't got to do that. He don't owe me nothing, you know what I'm saying? That's his phone. If he don't want to let nobody use it no more, shit, it is what it is. What I'm supposed to say? I can't feel no type of way about that, you know what I'm saying? So one day, I say this probably a month later or something like that, I go down there, I holler at bro. So when I go in the room, he like, hey, G. I'm like, what's up? He was like, you ain't been trying to use Diablo phone or nothing like that, hey? I said, hell nah. Ever since he told me that one time he got knocked off, I ain't tried to use it no more. He said, so that's been over a month since you told me that. So since way back then, you ain't touched this phone or nothing. I say, nah, hell nah. I ain't tried to use that man's phone. I ain't even said nothing to him. He was like, okay, all right, just stay clear of all that. Cause I think them Mexicans finna pop on them white boys down there. And I just don't want, none of my folks to be caught up in the crossfire. I'm like, what the hell you mean? What supposed to go on? Man, word on the compound is somebody done some type of way hit one of Diablo cards for like 13 racks. I'm like, no. He like, yeah. I'm like, ain't nobody calling, try to finesse his folks or nothing. He said, nah. Diablo said he just woke up and 13 racks was missing off his card. And when he called the folks and stuff like that, like the folks who, the card, they don't know what the hell going on. So they like, Diablo really got eyes on everybody who been using his phone. But I'm just making sure that why I'm asking you, because if you told me you would have used his phone, then I would have called him, because, I got a decent relationship with him. I would have called him and tried to clear that up real quick. I'm like, nah, I ain't touched the man phone, and I know over a month, longer than a month, about a month and a week. So he was like, all right, well, like I say, just be on point, just stay clear of that, cause for them folk, that white boy. I said, man, I told you the white boy be using his phone. He know if somebody did that, he know who the hell did that. He like, yeah, that's what I'm thinking, that's what's going on, but just stay clear of them folks. So I'm like, all right, bet. So, I use the phone, I kick it a little bit longer, then I finally go in the dorm. I get in the dorm, back in my dorm, bro, as soon as you walk in, you could feel the smoke. Like whenever it's animosity in the air, bro, you can feel it. It feels physical, like you can feel it, bro. Ain't nobody gotta say nothing, ain't nobody gotta be looking crazy. You can feel when something ain't right in the dorm. So when I walk in there off the dribble, I know it ain't right. I had the candy bar on me on my hip. I pulled him off, put it on my hand just in case, and just put it close to my leg so can't nobody really see. Diablo and the Mexicans, they standing up there. 5 or 6 white boys, probably about the same amount Mexican, 5 or 6 Mexicans standing up there. 5 or 6 white boys standing up to the left over there. Got the Bloods standing up downstairs. I don't even think it was no Crips in there at this time. You got all the Muslims standing upstairs in their corner where they be at. I was the only one in the dorm that was affiliated with what I was. So I come in there. When I go in my room, my roommate putting on his boots. I'm like, oh, what the hell going on? He was like, man, somebody talking about they done finesse Diablo out some money. They talking about the Mexicans talking crazy, talking about they gonna find out who it is and pop. Say the Mexican was just talking crazy, talking about they don't get no damn who it was, what you affiliated with. They said whoever they feel like did it, they finna pop. So he asked me the same thing. Folks asked me, he like, bro, you ain't been using, bro, phone, have you? I say, nah, hell nah, why? He must have said my name specifically or something. Nah, he ain't say nobody's name. He just was saying he know somebody did something, he gonna pop, he find out who it is. I'm like, man, I'm about to come up out this room, so I ain't about to stay in that damn room. So I took a towel and I kind of like folded it. I had one of them long towels that come off the package, and I kind of folded it up and I just wrapped it around my upper body, like around this area. A lot of time when people go to swinging that candy bar, bro, you could get hit anywhere, but I just wanted some form of protection somewhere, you know what I'm saying? So I just wrapped the towel, folded it, wrapped it around, tied a fat knot, like right in front of my stomach. Then I put my gray sweater on. Then I put my state coat on that the state gives you. The coat ain't all that thick or nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? But it is a layer of protection. So I put my coat on just in case, button the coat all the way up to the top. I come out the room. Everybody else out the room. I ain't about to sit in here and then he feel like something they running there on me. Hell no. So I walk all the way across the floor and I go sit down at the kiosk machine. I'm just sitting there observing, watching everybody, you know what I'm saying, looking around. The white dude come out the room. He go walking back down there. He like, Diablo, bro. Diablo. So Diablo was like, no, motherfucker, you he started saying some old crazy stuff like that. So they go in the room. They end up going inside of Diablo's room. Both of them go inside of Diablo's room. And you can hear screaming and arguing. Not no screaming like nobody getting pulled out, but you can just hear screaming and arguing and all kind of stuff like that. Next thing you know, you heard the white boy say, ah, man, ah. And then the door bust open. He came running out the door. Diablo had hit him, I guess, like 2 or 3 times, like from the back of the head and stuff like that. The other Mexicans that was standing right there, they all got active, all on the white guy. The other white guys that was down here now, one of them did nothing. They went in their room, started locking the door. Now, all the other people that was out there that had nothing to do with it, they went to tightening up when they went to seeing it because the white boy took off running. He trying to run down the stairs. He take off running from that corner by Diablo room, come running down the stairs. The Mexicans is on his ass like white on rice. He ends up falling. Now, I'm over here by the kiosk, close to the staircase. I get up away from this kiosk immediately. Runs back over here to where my room at. I'm just standing outside the door. So now you got all kind of people shooting in their room because it ain't got nothing to do with them. They see the smoke ain't with them, but you got a lot of people still standing outside the room. So my roommate jumps over the rail. He had went upstairs where the rest of the Muslims was at. He jumps over the rail and came over here and just stood by the door. Really, people do that to when the police coming, so don't nobody get pepper spray that don't need to be pepper spray. You know what I'm saying? Because them folks will they'll come in especially when somebody bleeding, they'll come in and just start hitting anybody with the pepper spray. So everybody like to be close by their room at least. And the white guy finally got down 2 flights of steps. He jumped up. He wasn't even trying to swing back or nothing. You know what I'm saying, bro? And then the girl that was in the booth was knocked out asleep, but the white dude was doing all this screaming and hooping and hollering. By the time he got to like that area where she was at, she finally woke up and seen what was going on. She called the code on the radio. He hit the ground, and then Diablo and all them other Mexicans, they walked away. They just casually walked away from him, bro. He on the ground laying in a puddle of it. And then when they walked away, I'll never forget, one of the Mexican dudes, they wiped their candy bar off, and then he like wiped some sweat off his forehead, and they was walking up the steps, and he was like, ay, 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 ay. After, like a little later on, I thought that was so funny, but right there in the moment wasn't a damn thing funny. So we gets locked down. You know the police come in there, they hit everybody with the pepper spray, they locked us down. The white dude was messed up down bad. They say, like life support type stuff. Like he was almost up through there, but he was cool. He made it. And me and my roommate in the room anyway, and he was like, man, that damn crazy. I said, bro, that's crazy. So we don't really know facts, but we just believing that, you know, because the white dude the only one been using Diablo phone, so that's the only thing that makes sense. So we like, damn, he done did that to Diablo. So my roommate like, damn, he done did that to Diablo. Diablo be letting the man use the phone. I'm like, but it's all business though. Don't make it seem like Diablo just showing him love, letting him use the phone, talk to his family all day. Hell nah, he letting him use the phone to handle his business so he could get some money. And he was like, yeah, that makes sense. And I was like, he a damn fool anyway to be messing with a dude named Diablo. I said, you know what the hell that mean in Spanish? And he said, I ain't never thought about it. I said, that means devil. So he looked at me, he said, you lying, you a damn lie. I said, I'm dead serious. He said, man, Diablo don't mean no devil. So I'm like, all right, you look it up when you get a chance. Next time you get on the phone, you look it up. Diablo means devil. How the hell you gonna play games with a dude named to call himself devil? Not me, I won't be playing with his ass. So tonight I'm getting transferred from Archer State Prison, which is about 3 or 4 months after this situation happened. The night I'm getting transferred, the white dude is in the same room. He's getting ready to get transferred too. So when I come in, they had him in a little room by himself, and I know that means that he was on protective custody. So they had to keep him separated. He was in that room by himself. Everybody else was sitting out here on the bench. And he like, what's up, C-Bill? I just did like that, you know. I ain't do too much talking to him. And be like that sometimes when you see a person you was in the dorm with that you ain't seen in a few months. Once you see them, whether y'all was cool or not, it's just like, I'm kind of familiar with you. So we get on the bus. I was going to, where did I go to from Archer? Valdosta. I was on my way to Valdosta. He was on his way wherever. But on the bus, they got these individual cages also where you're still secluded from people. So they had him in his own individual cage, and then like the seats started right after that. So I was in the seats right next to that one. So I asked him, I'm like, hey bro, did you really run off with Diablo stuff? He was like, hell yeah, man. Him. And he still ain't get the money back. That me up a little bit, but he still ain't get the fucking money, and I've been in the fucking hole and I couldn't really spend it, so that means I still got a lot of it. Him, man, Diablo, man. And I was just like, man, that's crazy. Like, I thought it was just so crazy, but I mean, I know people, you can't trust nobody, bro. If you a scam artist and you run scams on everybody, what the hell makes you think I won't run it on you just because you let me use your phone? You can't trust me. You can't trust nobody, bro. So I think Diablo got a little comfortable, got a little loose, you know, with his security, and had dude in his room all day. Dude probably had, you know, knew where his stuff, where he keep all his card information wrote down at. And he's a scam artist. So just how he's using your phone to scam all these people, he scammed Diablo too. But the thing is this. You can't risk your life for no money, bro. I don't care how much, $13,000. I don't give a damn how much it is. Them folks could have took your life in there. You know what I'm saying? You can't risk stuff like that for no money or nothing like that. So I just want to let people know, bro, no matter what, you know what I'm saying, don't risk your life about no money, bro. Like when you see stuff and a little lick look good right now, it looks sweet, you could just come up on this money, think about it, bro. Don't put your life on the line about nothing, bro. especially not no money. Because one thing about it, you could go get a trade and work hard enough and stack or invest and get $13,000. I'm speaking to the people on the streets right now. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things you can do for money, even large amounts. It's legal things you can do to get it. And so many people risk their life or put their life on the line for it every day, or just trying to slime or cross somebody out or whatever. And I just want to let y'all know it ain't worth it, bro. It's your boy Bill. I'm gone.